Here's why you play Karrie, the lost star in the gold lane. First off, she deals incredible true damage, which makes her a nightmare for tanky hero. She has great mobility thanks to her dashes, allowing her to reposition during fights or escape dangerous situations. Karrie also shines in extended fights as her passive lets her deal consistent damage over time. However, Karrie has limited range compared to other marksmen, making her vulnerable to long-range harass. Additionally, she is squishy and highly susceptible to burst damage. Karrie's passive ability, Light Wheel Mark, applies a stack of Light Wheel Mark on enemies with each basic attack or skill hit. Once a target has 5 stacks, the marks explode into a light wheel, dealing true damage based on the target's max HP. This passive is what makes Karrie a tank killer and a menace in prolonged fights. Karrie's first skill, Spinning Light Wheel, releases a sphere of energy that travels forward, damaging enemies in its path. The sphere stops upon hitting a hero or at its maximum range, continuously dealing damage and slowing nearby enemies. Use this skill for poking enemies or controlling their movements. Karrie's second skill, Phantom Stab, dashes in a chosen direction, throwing a light wheel at the nearest enemy, dealing damage and applying a stack of light wheel mark. When under her ultimate's effect, she throws 2 light wheels instead. This skill provides extra mobility and chase potential. Karrie's ultimate skill, Speedy Light Wheel, enters her dual wheel state, increasing her movement speed and throwing out 2 light wheels with each basic attack, which inherits her attack effects. This significantly amplifies her damage output and ability to apply light wheel marks quickly. Use this to dominate in fights and shred through even the tankiest enemies. Moving on to builds, I usually build Tough Boots, Corrosion Scythe, Gold Staff, Demon Hunter Sword, Wind of Nature, and Rose Gold Meteor. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spell for Karrie in my opinion are either Flicker or Sprint for repositioning during fights or escaping when enemies dive. Karrie counters tanky heroes like Tigreal and Fredrin as the true damage cuts through their defenses. Heroes with limited mobility such as Layla and Savior, who struggle to dodge her abilities, also gets countered by Karrie. However, high burst assassins like Saber and Amon can eliminate her before she deals damage, and long range heroes like Beatrix and Farsa can poke her from a safe distance. Crowd control specialists like Franco and Atlas, who can lock enemies in place for Karrie to unleash her damage, is one of her best allies. If you maximize her second skill first for damage and mobility, upgrade her first skill second for additional poke and slows. Level up her ultimate whenever it's available. To play Karrie effectively, position yourself carefully as her range is shorter than most marksmen. Use your ultimate in team fights to maximize your damage output and quickly stack light wheel marks on multiple enemies. Keep an eye on your second skill for mobility, use it to escape dives or chase fleeing enemies. When fighting tanks, focus on applying your passive to whittle them down. Always play cautiously in the early game and wait until you have a few core items before taking risks. Use Flicker or Sprint wisely to ensure survival during critical moments.